Okay, actually been riding here in the evening. It's the evening now, about, I don't know, 3:30, 4:30, something like that. Had to finish up with a couple business calls, and I've been riding for about 2 miles, and just hitting this real close trail to my house, and I've seen a whole bunch of birds, squirrels, some rabbits, and 2 deer, baby deer. They jumped across the road, but of course I didn't have the camera going because I was, on the phone. So I did see an article that the DJI 3 has been out. They just are getting ready to release the DJI 4. I wanted the DJI 3, but when I was looking for them, nobody had them in stock, and I guess that's why they let their stock go down in anticipation to releasing the 4. And apparently they've raised the price from $329 to $400, and that's the same price as the Hero 11, and that's the one I'm filming on right now. And they're saying the initial reviews, I'm kind of feeling a little reserved about this. There aren't a lot of reviews on it. There's a lot of reviews from day one, but they really don't go over the negatives versus the pros and cons. A lot of hype talking up, and they say, well, we're not getting paid for reviews, which they might not be, but definitely a lot of positive press out there. One guy said, look, I'm not getting paid. Here's the deal. Here's the pros, here's the cons. And apparently it's got a bigger sensor, which is always nice. The camera sensor, less and more light, so it has a supposedly better night filming. And the battery lasts a little longer, and they have a little bit wider, ultra wide type of setting you can enact, where it's basically ultra. It gives you more pictures, more of a spread out left to right picture. It looks like it's got up to, I think, 153 or 155 degrees. Don't hold me to that, but it's something similar. It's wide angled, more than the GoPro 11. So it'd be interesting to see how this thing really shakes out. It hasn't even been released yet. They gave it to some YouTubers that had the early product samples, and I'm really kind of waiting to see what the 3D, the Insta 360 X3, the next one, the X4. I want to see what that does when it comes out. Was kind of looking at that one as a camera as well, but the lens is apparently scratched so easily that it looks pretty neat. So anyways, got some more camera options out there. There's that rock quarry. The abandoned rock quarry is filled up with water. In the fall, you can see all the way across here. It's pretty neat. So that's where the Insta 360. There's a deer off to the right. I think we missed him. Yeah, he's gone. I missed him. Deer jumped up, and everything's so thick now it's hard to see him. He jumped off on the right on top of that little hill. If I would have had that 360 camera, we would have caught him on film. You might got a brief flash of him on the right of the screen. I'll have to check it out during editing to see if we got him or not. But he definitely jumped. Like I said, that's the 3rd deer, and it gets dark here around 7-8 o'clock, and it's still only like 4:30 or so, something like that. And well, here, let's look. It is 4:40. So, it doesn't even get dark for another 2 hours, but the deer are already starting to move a little. But if I would have had that Insta 360 X3 or the 4, I would have been able to get him on tape, on footage. Yeah. and I'm still experimenting around and putting these little clips together on the computer, and I turn it off so I have a more manageable section, little clip to edit and review. And as soon, never fails, as soon as I turn this thing off, something jumps across the screen or something interesting pops up, and I miss it. So I'm going to turn it off right now, and we'll see. There's a dragonfly right there, pretty neat looking. We'll see what I miss. Like right here, I rounded this corner the other day. There's a big groundhog right there, and I didn't get him on film. It was a huge one. And I'm going to turn it off though to keep the clips manageable. Okay, well, nothing jumped out. Didn't see anything interesting between the clips. So, didn't miss out that time. Gonna hit this hard surface road here and hang it right. And they chopped down all this hill right here. You see that hill right there? This mid-drive, this 80 Newton meter torque mid-drive climbs right up that thing, no problems. You pedal it, it just eats the hills up. Gear down here. I geared down, and you hesitate on the strength of your pedaling, the engine disengages, and you didn't even hear it go click from the chain or any of the sprockets back there. It just shifted smoothly, and then you start pedaling again, and it just grabbed. Like I said, this one doesn't have a engine shut off when you change the gears. Like a lot on the cadence sensors, they got a little module in there that the brake line tells it when it goes to shift, not the brake line, the shifter, I believe. When that line moves, it senses it, and it tells the engine to pause for a second, a couple seconds. You shift, and then after an approximate amount of time, it shifts back, you know, it engages the engine again. But on a torque, all you got to do is just ease up on your pedaling or stop briefly, and it disengages the engine, and then you shift, and it goes. Yeah, can't wait till the fall when these deer start, and the animals actually start moving around more. Hopefully get more of them on the film. Oh, the battery on this thing is finally going down to like 2 green bars, 1 green bar, and then it would show the next one after the 1 is red, of course. And it has gotten me, I've probably ridden 12 rides or more, 10, 14 rides on this thing off 1 charge. And I took it down real low last time, and then gave it a nice long full charge. And it's like 10, probably 14 rides on this thing. So one day I'll get around to testing actually how far I can go on 1 charge of the battery. And like I said before, it's probably 40, 60 miles easy, because I do pedal a lot. But it's getting a little low, even though the battery doesn't feel like it's sagging much right now. But the actually, I'm going to stop up here under these tree canopies, try to get a shot of it. This is the mid-drive with the 52 volt 52 volt unit pack power, 13 amp hours. Let's see this thing. Okay, there it is. This little button right here, you hit it and it's a good indicator. See, it's red and green, so it's got 1, 2, 3 green LEDs and 1 red. So it's down to 1 green LED, then you get into the red. So technically it doesn't need to be charged yet, but it is definitely, I probably could get another 3 or 4 rides out of this thing the way it's been going. But I don't like taking it down that low, and I'll probably charge it up either today or tomorrow. Because you get out here way far out in the woods, even though now I'm doing like, I think I heard a deer snort over on the right. I'm doing like circular loops, so it's not that bad. But some of these trails I ride, you can, go miles and miles and miles away, and you don't want it running out, coming back. You can pedal it with no electrical power, but it's harder than pedaling a regular bike, but it won't leave you stranded. The only way these things will leave you stranded really is if you break a chain and you don't have the tools to repair the chain link, like put in a master link or something like that, change a chain. And of course, everybody, if you get a flat, you get a flat. But here in the summer, I haven't really been riding with any tools on me. I normally wear a backpack, but I'm so close to the center of the car, from the car at any distance on this trail, it wouldn't be that bad going back. Had to ride it back, it wouldn't be a big thing. You get a flat, it wouldn't be a big thing here on this particular trail. Really cool today. It's a nice day. Really cooled off. It was horrendous the last week with the heat being so hot. Through here, but there's a deer right there. He ain't stopping. There, he stopped right there. Right there behind that tree. Looks like it's a doe, nice sized doe. So that's the 4th deer today. She stopped and flickering her tail. She's getting nervous. She's getting ready to go here in a little bit. I think she knows we see her. She's gonna get a little nervous. I don't want to scare him too bad. I'm gonna keep. There she goes. Hey, girl. Look, just walking off. So what I was saying about that 360, I could have just stopped and looked the other way. And deer, I've noticed if you look them in the eye, your 2 eyes are up front. They view you as a predator. Deer's eyes, every other animal I believe, their eyes are off to the side. But when you got like a fox, wolf, owl, human, our eyes are in the front. And that tells the deer we're predators. And when you look at them, they know it. They know you're looking at them. And when they don't move, they're hoping they're camouflaged and you don't see them. But anyways, like if you had that Insta 360, I could casually stop, look at the deer, look the opposite way, and that 360 would still be filming it. And that deer wouldn't be nearly as nervous. Now, granted, she might have moved on anyways, but I can tell you for a fact, I know people will look at deer and actually squint with one eye closed to try to throw the deer off. But yeah, with the 360, the action camera there, you could have that deer no problem, film it real good. But the only bad thing about that is it shoots in a much lower resolution too. I think it's 5.3 or 5.7, but that's encompasses the whole 360 globe. So when you cut the section out that you're looking at, I think it's more closer. People are saying to like 1080p, which is still pretty good, but it's not 4K. But everything else about that camera is supposed to be pretty good. You know, it shoots like 1080p if you edit this section out or close to it, and the lens scratches very, very easily. So when they come out with the 4-1, I think if they had the lenses screw in, instead of, you know, trying to put a cover over the lens or, you know, something like that, protective covering, just make it like the Hero 11 and the DJIs. You scratch the lens, you just unscrew it and put on a new lens. I mean, that's really all you got to do. You'll have the same dimensions, everything will be true. You buy factory replacement lens or whatever you want to call them, and be done. You don't have to worry about, you know, trying to stick them on, because right now I think some of the lenses, the protective lenses on that product, is like they kind of got like a stick-em type tape on the back side, and you stick them on, and I've heard they're not that good. But yeah, hopefully it'll come out with, if they come out with the replaceable lenses and the lenses are somewhat affordable, I think I'm gonna buy one of those cameras. So we'll see.